I haven't touched the Carmelo Anthony topic in probably 6 months. I haven't touched it for the simple fact, the little boy's guilty. There's so much going on right now. As the taping of this podcast, I want to say the jury's in deliberation. I want to say, it was. I don't think the trial lasted a week, but anyway. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on the situation. I played sports ever since I was 3, 4, 5 years old. 3, 4, 5, competitively since I was 5. My competitive athletic career ended when I was in my early 20s. I played for a sub squad of the USFL New Jersey Generals called the Georgia Southerners. We was based out of Rome, Georgia, I want to say. So my point to that is, in damn near 20 year span, I never took a weapon to practice, never took a weapon to a contest, never took a weapon to the gym, ever. It's not normal. It wasn't normal then, it's not normal now. When my son was playing sports, the only time he ever got in any kind of situation with a weapon, he never did in any sports. We went fishing, and I allowed him to use my little knife, and he put it in his bag or something. I can't remember. He just forgot it, and he went to school with him. So the principal called me and I said, "You know what? It's my fault. I took full responsibility for it, but that's the only situation ever." He never took a weapon to a game, sporting event, anything. It's not normal. Why would you? Since this whole situation has happened, I've looked at this family. I've never heard this young man, Carmelo Anthony, say one word. Never. Heard his mother speak, never heard his father speak. But you can just look at these people and tell that these people, I don't even know how to describe them, man. They're very troubled. He looked very, very troubled. The mother looks very, very troubled. And then on top of that, they hire a handler in this Alexander character, straight out of prison, convict, felon, criminal, to be your spokesperson. This whole thing has been a disaster for these people. You got a criminal son. You hire criminals to be your spokespeople or your spokesperson. You get tons of money from a gift and go. Or GoFundMe, whichever one. I want to say gift and go. You buy luxury cars and houses instead of hiring one hell of a damn dream team lawyers. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Other day, y'all, I did a podcast, and I basically said that humanity is stupid. If I could write a book, or multiple books, on the amount of stupidity that I have come in contact with over the last 25 years, where I'm at currently, and I mean work-related, when I was in corrections, when I was in policing, when I was in detention. Just stupid. Just stupidity. Just stupid. Am I sitting up here like I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread? No. I'm human. I'm human. But damn it, there's a level of stupidity when it comes to human beings. And I come in contact with the lowest of the low. This family, and let's not forget that we have another family who lost a son. A brother who lost his best friend, his twin. I could never, ever put myself in the parents' shoes or the family shoes. I've had family members murdered. I have. And so I know how I feel to lose a loved one in that manner. But this should never happen. Never happen. The guy who listen, I'm gonna finish this up with this story. The guy who killed my grandmother, he was a 16-year-old punk that halfway cut her grass, didn't do the job he had promised, and he wanted his money. My grandmother didn't give him his money, so therefore he came back and murdered her. Should have never happened, but they had a conflict. No different if my neighbor and his grandkid get into it, and one of them get killed. That was a conflict. These kids went to a track meet. You under your tent because it's raining. You chilling with your boys, telling lies, and all of a sudden somebody who don't need to be there come in there. That conflict should have never happened. Not saying if the situation was to happen with my neighbor, should have happened. Damn sure shouldn't have happened with my grandma. But this, when you have two football teams, pregame and halftime, where do they go? They go to their own locker room. You don't see any players going into their locker rooms or vice versa. It don't happen. The kids shouldn't have been there. So with that being said, y'all, my prayers out to both families, regardless of what happens. But the Carmelo Anthony family, the Anthonys, not very bright. And I hate to sound like this. I hate to do this, but you're not very bright. For the sake of repeating myself, you hire this clown to be your spokesperson. Right after this happened, you get gifts and go. You buy luxury cars. You buy luxury homes. And from what I've heard during this 1-week trial, your lawyers are trash. It don't make sense. Y'all are not very bright. You're not very bright at all. And listen, that's all I got to say. I appreciate you coming by. Table 3 Podcast. Appreciate you guys making this happen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's how we do it. We keep him first. I'll see you next time.